Hey guys, just want to do a real quick video that, first of all, I want to say thank you to all 6 subscribers who had subscribed to me. I'm very glad you did. But anyway, we're going to talk about guilty pleasure movies. I did a video where I showed off the menus of what's on them, so basically, if you want to go check that out, link will be in the description below. But let's talk about Shrek Forever After. Okay? The final Shrek movie. And basically, a lot of people don't like this movie because of how bizarre it is and how it really almost changed the Shrek franchise. But you know what? I found this to be one of my favorites. So basically, yeah. I just really enjoyed the concept and story direction of this movie. Next up, hold on. Is this right? Garfield the movie. What is arguably known as what Bill Murray calls his big career mistake. Which I have to disagree. Because basically, I like this movie for overall being like the original Garfield comics. And the original cartoon with Lorenzo Music. It's got a good story, great cast. Bill Murray does a very awesome Garfield performance, if you ask me. And yes, I don't have artwork cover for this because this came in a 4-pack. Got rid of the other 2 Garfield movies because I didn't like them, but the original is like the best. And it's the only Garfield movie I will ever own, aside from the cartoons from the 80s. So, yep. So, this next Guilty Pleasure movie has a story to it. Fun Size. With Victoria Justice. Overall, a pretty funny comedy about... high school comedy about a girl who loses her little brother on Halloween night and tries to look for him. It's not a horror movie, it's a high school teen comedy. It's basically one of my favorite comedies. Now, that story... I wanted to see this movie when it came out the theaters back in 2012 because I had an obsession with Nickelodeon at the time. But unfortunately, I never got to see it in theaters. But when this came out on DVD, I remembered this movie still existed. So we got this movie. Turns out, the movie was very unexpectedly funny. As I didn't expect it to be funny, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's just a good comedy. And this next guilty pleasure is probably what people are going to say is the most irritating one I have. Happy Feet 2. Now, judging the movie, because I think a lot of people didn't like this character. Okay? I don't think a lot of people liked the second one because it was different from the original. You know, I don't think a lot of people liked Eric in the film, but you know what? I did. I liked this Happy Feet 2 better than the first one, though the first one I still consider a classic. But, you know, no, I don't consider the first one a classic. I consider it a decent movie, but the second one's a classic. And yes, this being a double feature. Alright. Okay. Happy Feet 2. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a break real quick so I can go eat my dinner. So that way this video doesn't get long. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, I know. My Gone in 60 Seconds poster. Anyway, let's get back to the next Guilty Pleasure movie. But this one's kind of one of my childhood favorites. Cars 2. Now, a lot of people don't like this because it sold more merchandise than the first one. It sort of didn't feel like the first one. But I do agree, but I didn't hate the movie. I actually liked it. You know, I like some of their toys, even though, because I'm a dumb tush and I'd buy that junk. And if you see my menus, you may notice there was a problem that there were no special features on there. something that the official DVD didn't. I don't know what the deal was. This is an official DVD, but it didn't have like the special features like this one had. All right. Anyway, next up, this one's a kind of the most interesting guilty pleasure. Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans. And basically, I got this during the time I wanted to get every Marvel movie ever made. And, you know... Oh, hold on. Something's wrong. There. And I actually found this with Rise of the Silver Surfer the exact same day. So I owned the Fantastic Four movies and saw them the exact same day. And I'll be honest with you, I love it. A lot of people can complain this was underwhelming characters and a bad script, but I thought it was awesome. It's very good. So I highly recommend this and it's also my favorite guilty pleasure movie of all time. Now, let's Hotel Transylvania, which I forgot to show in my menus video, which for some reason but and I have nothing to say about it, except for the fact that it did almost spoof the classic monsters, Universal monsters, and some other classic horror titans. But, you know what? Big deal. The first one's all good. The second one was alright. I have not yet seen the third one. I'll give it a try. Okay, next one. Pixels, another Adam Sandler movie, which is a video game one. Now, I remember going to see this movie in theaters, and I actually liked it. I heard a lot of negative stuff about this, but you know what? I love this movie. Adam Sandler was awesome. Kevin James was amazing. Peter Dinklage was really good. Josh Gad was alright. And I loved Q*bert. And who doesn't love that character in the movie? And sorry if it sounded like I was burping. I just ate my dinner. There we go. So basically, good. One of my favorite action movies. Now, another one I forgot to mention. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Michael Bay version. I saw this in theaters back when it first came out. Loved it. And when I rewatched it on DVD, it was alright. I still like this version of the Ninja Turtles to be the best. Even though they are rebooting it again. But the best part is Michael Bay is still involved. And I wanted a third one. Okay? Not another reboot. Just a third one to complete this franchise. But sorry if it made it look like I jump cut. Sorry, I accidentally pushed a button. But anyway, the last guilty pleasure movie I have is Mars Needs Moms, which I have nothing to say about. All it is just basically a good mocap movie. It's also a good sci-fi flick. And yeah, I highly recommend this to people. So basically... Oh, duck! There we go. So basically, guilty pleasures. Look, just just have your own opinions for these movies. Don't agree with anyone else's opinions. Okay? So yeah, my guilty pleasure. I do have more guilty pleasures that I've seen, but I'm gonna go get them eventually. But anyway, what is your favorite guilty pleasure movie of all time? Comment below, let me know. Okay, Richard the Filmmaking Fan 279. And goodbye, subscribe so you can get Pattersonized. Bye.